My name is Abou. I'm from Lebanon. I studied at the American University of Beirut and I got my bachelor degree in food science and management. Okay, so my internship was about product development. I wanted to experience how to develop a product because I was really interested to know the process and what the steps are to deal with to have a final product, and I actually found it really challenging and like it was not as easy as I thought it was. Um, so our product was the food delivery bags, and we wanted to make a food delivery bag with the bioplastic using food waste, and we actually realized while talking to experts that it's not possible to do so because the bioplastic can be really thick. Because the point of bioplastic is to be able to decompose in 2-3 weeks, and so if we're gonna have a bag, it's illogical because you're not gonna just wait for the bag to crack to throw it in 2-3 weeks. You want it to last, so it was illogical to use bioplastic. So we really thought so many days on bioplastic and some questions on humidity and temperature, and at the end you realize that it's not possible. So really there are so many challenges in developing a product and the design, and the internship was so interesting. We got to meet experts and we were surrounded by professionals, so we were able to ask whatever we want, and that made it easier. And also we met the Michelin star chef Christina Borromini, who she inspired us to go into the food delivery bag, and she told us that the food delivery world is having problems with the hygienical part in the bags because they use sauces and they fall in the bag while the biker is putting the bag on his back. So that's why we wanted to develop a structure to make it like more stable and less moving. And more stable, it means more hygienic because the sauce won't fall, and also more presentable because when you get it at home the sauce is not half, like you have all the sauce. So yeah, that's basically it. So the challenges were for me that I was surrounded by Italians and I'm not comfortable, like I don't really understand Italian even though I took classes, and it was really interesting to see like how they talk between each other and how they communicate. So I was always asking, what are you saying, what is this? So this is one challenge. Another challenge is living alone, living abroad, having to deal with all the responsibilities by your own, and just taking care of yourself by your own. Now I know that I can adapt to any situation because living alone and living abroad and having to meet people and to agree with them and talk about topics and to be faced with situations. Now I know that I can study abroad, I can do a work experience abroad. It's not a challenge anymore. I'm not like worried to live alone anymore. The whole thing is something I've already experienced, and now I can say I'm used to it. Okay, so without Gusto Lab, I wouldn't be able to have this opportunity because Gusto Lab made it possible for me to be able to work with a group of Italians and to develop a product. And through Gusto Lab we were able to visit so many places, food tours. We had food tours weekly, and we were able to go behind the scenes, not just like someone who is passing and buying, for example, an ice cream. No, we went into the lab and we saw how it's made, everything, the steps. We can ask whatever we want, all the questions. We were talking with the professionals in every food tour, and it really opened my eyes and opened my, like, now I know more. I found it really interesting to collaborate with different students because each of us has had a different background. So I was a food scientist and Nico was a designer, and another person was a finance, marketing. So we all have different ways of thinking and different perspectives to the same product. So that made it really interesting to work together, because each of us will give like, no, I think this is better. So each of us will give an idea, which made it interesting as a whole. It's not like we are all agreeing all the time. No, we were discussing, and that was really interesting. And for the market, yeah, it's hard because you always worry that someone already has or is developing what you're doing. So you're like, am I wasting my time, or am I wasting my time? Will the people really use it? Is it really needed? Will they buy it? So every time you're still thinking and developing. You're like, am I on the right path? Is this right? Are we gonna make it? Before coming here, you should really be open-minded, accept to deal with situations and adapt to any situation you will be in. So if you want to challenge yourself and you want to experience something different than what you're used to, then definitely you should do an internship abroad. I encourage everyone to come and do an internship abroad with Gusto Lab, because the opportunities that you get with Gusto Lab are amazing, especially if whatever background or major you are in, because they have connections and they can get you an opportunity that you might not be able even to know about.